The following program is brought to you by Kevin Shorey Ministries and our family of friends.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
What are you doing, Jay?
I'm not playing around at your desk.
Yeah, I think you are. But you're playing one of my songs, which I like.
I was. I thought
Yes.
the show needs some victory, so
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good song. I wrote that song,
Yeah.
But today is a day of victory. Actually, today, World War II ended officially.
What?
They signed the peace treaty on the USS Missouri, which was picked because President Truman is from the state of Missouri. Yes.
Wow.
This was Victory over Japan Day is what it is, September 2nd. Yes.
Huh.
So victory. We want
Victory
you to
of
have victory.
Japan.
You're going to have victory, not if he's hosting, but if we switch places,
I like the
we'll have
seat,
victory.
though, Kevin. I'm feeling it back here.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
But
so
I'll
much.
trade you after the
We want
intro.
them to have victory, right?
Yeah.
So I'm giving you the victory sign. Roll it. Branson, Missouri, the Christian entertainment capital of the world. It's the Kevin Shorey Show. Coming to you from the world-famous Branson Mill in Branson, Missouri. Today, Kevin's special guest, the Promised Land Zoo. And now, here's your host. It's Kevin Shorey. Shorey Show, isn't it a great day to serve the Lord, everybody?
'Tis true.
Tomorrow, I'm excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow is a barbecue festival in
BBQ.
Rockaway Beach. For all you locals that are watching Channel 27 there, KOZL, come on out to Rockaway Beach. I'm going to be hosting a music fest and barbecue festival in
Finger licking
Rockaway
good, Kevin.
Beach. Is it finger licking good?
Oh, it's going to barbecue sauce.
Speaking of finger licking good, do you know also the residents of Massachusetts, Bradford, Massachusetts in 2000, they say they created it. And some grad students in Boulder, Colorado say they created it in 2004, but it's International Bacon Day.
Oh,
I
my
know that
goodness.
someday they're going to,
let me-
I dropped some. I'm going to have to
sorry.
eat it. Oh.
Me too.
Someday they're going to find
my
out that
goodness.
bacon cures cancer, Alzheimer's, all kinds of things.
my
I know there are healing properties in bacon, don't you think? Yeah. See? He's being healed.
Jesus.
Touch
he's
him, Lord.
alive.
Yeah,
That's
he's
good.
alive. He created
That's
bacon.
Fantastic.
I know. Well, and there's plenty of bacon for everybody if you'd like
No,
some
there's
bacon.
not. No, there's not.
No, there's not.
There's not.
Well,
No.
There's not any fat or pork in this program.
Not at all.
We are lean and ready to go. If I can just get a drink and talk. Why don't you talk first? We found out, tell people what they should do.
Get your Roku.
That's not enough time.
I still
chewing.
got bacon covered.
Oh, you got bacon too. Get your Roku box.
Watch us live. WGAN
24
stands
hours.
for.
We got a network.
Exactly.
That's what WGN stands
We've
for.
got a network.
We are on 24 hours a day with different programming. We have
We've got
sports
Dixie
programs.
Fieldhouse. We're filming that today. It's going to be a good one. For or against. Filming that today at 4. It's going
What's
to be
that
a
about?
good one. I don't really know. I sleep with my eyes open during that, Kevin.
It's a news program. I'm trying to make people not hate you, but the more you criticize our network, people are not going to
Am I
like you.
criticizing? No, Kevin.
I don't know.
love it.
What would you go with your eyes open? Of course your eyes are open and you are awake. You
Yes.
edit all of our programs.
I know. I got the name tag to prove it now. Thank
You've
you,
got
Norma.
the name tag. Yes, thank
Justin
you,
R,
Norma.
producer, editor.
Wonderful. We have some products that will help us
Yes,
stay on the air, and we want
do
you,
need
if you
help.
would help us. We have our kids' armor. I just got a text from a dear friend of ours whose cousin's granddaughter
Yes.
was on a school bus using her cell phone, and it caught on fire, and it burned her fingers and burned the school bus seat. We have a remedy for this. We're also finding out, I've got news items here, just brand new, hot off the press. A whole school went sick. They couldn't find out what the sickness was. They all went home. They had to close down the school. It was Wi-Fi sickness.
The radiation
coming from a
poisoning.
bad Wi-Fi. Expert scientists and doctors urge Secretary of Education, play it safe, don't use Wi-Fi in your schools. We say there's a potential that you can use your Wi-Fi, you can use your cell phone safely if you have something like this. Our device is called the Kids Armor. It was made for kids, but it's for adults, and there's 2 devices in each box that we will send to you, free shipping. We send you this device, you stick it on the back of your phone or you can see inside of your case if you'd like. I keep it on the outside because it's a cool design.
Yeah.
And it dispels the radiation. And when you ever feel that heat when you're talking on the phone? No heat. Cold as ice. Yes.
So her phone potentially couldn't have burned up.
Couldn't have burnt up with they had kids
that limited
armor.
the radiation.
So get yours today. It's $40 box or 2 for $60.
Yeah.
And so that also helps our ministry. We're also want to do a project. This doesn't really help add any kind of income to our ministry or keep us on the air, but I want to find a project that will help people around the world. So we're missions minded. We have sent our generators to the Philippines, to Fiji, to Africa, and we're still going to do that. Matter of fact, another 100 are going through missions through the Assemblies of God. We're so thankful for that. 125, as a matter of fact, to the bush of Africa. But we want to do something ourselves on top of that. We are sending to a people 370,000 orphans in the country of Guatemala. Friends of mine brought that to my attention immediately with tears in my eyes. I said, what can we do to help these kids who are basically out on the street? They barely get enough food. He said they've never even seen an apple or eaten an apple or a banana. And I said, can I send them fruit for Christmas with maybe some candy? Yeah, they don't get candy. It's a delicacy there. And so through our missions there, we're going to go down there, fly down there, and we're going to personally bring as many as we can. As many of you will support, $25 or more, help our expenses there and back. But that's the small part of it. The big part of it is they'll get a sack full of fruit and candy for Christmas. Anybody think that's a good idea? We could do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
We're going to try our best. If you will support us monthly, and I want to close with this, I'm actually going to go sing a song from my new CD.
Just for me, Kevin.
Yes, we're not offering this. You can't order the CD unless you join this month as our partner. The month of September, our partnership gift, thank you gift, is my newest remastered The Time Has Come. These are songs, just classics, some award-winning songs like Rise Again, People Get Ready, Jesus is Coming. There's a couple
Going
songs
up
I wrote
yonder.
that I hope will be award-winning.
one day.
You never know. I've been selected to be in maybe some award-winning something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just coming out.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. But we will send that to you along with this book. You want to know the origins of and the cause of terrorism today? It comes through a cult religion called Islam. And this is the story. Everything you ever want to know about Islam was afraid to ask. It's called The Soldiers of Allah. The author will be on our show in just a couple weeks in support of this, for this love gift. This is our thank you gift we want to send to you, free shipping. And if you'll join $33 a month, where do you get that number? I've been in ministry 33 years. So it's $1 for every year I've been in ministry. If you will sign up today, we'll send it this month, and then next month as you give the next 33, you don't have to ask for your gifts. We'll just send them to say thank you. That's why we call them our thank you gifts. How about if I sing a song from it?
Please,
Should
Kevin,
I sing a song?
I've been waiting.
Can I sing a song from...
I
always have my hand. I don't have a hand. I just have a Tom Brady deflated football. I don't know.
Here you go, Kevin.
Thank you.
No.
I know.
The hand.
You giving me a hand?
On the hand.
I'm going to go
Let's
sing.
go sing,
All
Kevin.
right.
Go.
And I'm going to sing Larry Norman's classic award-winning song,
Ooh.
I Wish We'd All Been Ready. Come on, let's give the Lord a hand as I go over the singing spot. I believe Jesus is coming soon. That's why I put these songs together on this CD. Life was filled with guns and wars, and everyone got trampled on the floor. I wish we'd all been ready. Children died, the days grew cold. A piece of bread would buy a bag of gold. So I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come. You've been left behind. Don't be left behind. Help us, Lord, to be ready. Man and wife asleep in bed. She hears a noise, turns her head. He's gone. That's what it's going to be like. So I wish we'd all been ready. Two men walking up a hill. One disappears and one's left standing still. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come. You've been left behind. The Father spoke, the demons dined. How could you have been so blind? There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come and you've been left behind. You've been left behind. Don't let it happen. Be ready. Don't be left behind. Now is a day of salvation. Come on. Don't be left behind. I believe that message with all my heart. Come on, I'm going to go back over the talk set where Buckaroo Bryce is here with us from the Promised Land Zoo. Give the Promised Land Zoo a great hand today. Woo! Yeah. Sorry, I got to pull up the jeans, and yes, I'm telling you. Matter of fact, which is a good thing. This is not any concern of yours, but you know, I have gone from a size this past year. My jean was a 52 waist. I can say that now because this is a 46 and it's fallen off of me. Thank the Lord. But now there's an animal that has not lost weight. As a matter of fact, he is bigger than I saw him last. He had a great introduction to the world here on my desk as he decided to do little poo-poos all over my desk last time.
That's called a souvenir.
A souvenir.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. Before we bring him out here, tell us about the zoo, where you're located. There's two great locations. I still haven't been to the other one. I really want to go.
Yeah, two great locations. On Shepherd of the Hills Expressway is our Branson location, of course, and then the drive-through park is in Eagle Rock, Missouri, about 10 minutes north of Eureka Springs. So, and I believe they had about 70 fawn born this spring out there.
Really?
So awesome to see the huge herds of fallow deer and
totally.
exotic antelope.
I've got to go out there.
Yeah.
And this is a zoo where you walk through, and I love it because there are promises of God all throughout the zoo. I love that part of it. But as you walk through, you don't just walk and see the animals because everybody walks through a zoo.
Right.
But this is the walk-through interaction, like most
complete interaction.
more zoo I've ever been to in my life.
I mean, everything from kangaroos to, well, this guy you can get your hands on.
Come on, let's bring this guy out here. Let's give him a nice hand. Can we clap for this guy when he get man? Oh.
He's going to come right up to
You're
you,
gonna come
I think,
up on
this
me?
time and show you that he's grown up quite a bit.
Oh, he has. What's his name again?
This is Dale.
Dale?
Dale, yeah.
That's my middle name.
There you go.
Hi,
And
Dale. We're
he
brothers.
is the ringtail lemur, I think, well, he's infamous, I guess, for this desk drop-off that he had last time
you want
he
to
was
come
on.
on my
But
desk, buddy?
getting a little bigger. He's been doing part
he's
of
so
our
precious.
VIP encounters, and
I just
Marcia
got
right
kissed
here
by a-
is the head of that, and so she'll bring him out if you purchase one of the VIP experiences. He'll climb all over you. You can take pictures.
What does
hang
he
out
eat?
with
Can
him.
we give him something?
Oh, he
Will
loves bananas.
will
I
it-
saw that one on your desk earlier,
I had
and I was
a
like,
bunch
well,
of bananas.
I'm glad
yes. Here, we got a banana. Here, let's
there
come
you
on
go.
up. Bring up the banana. The Miss Banana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, see? Look at that.
Look, really? You like this? Well, do I need to pick it for him, or
You can
did
just break off a little piece, and he'll just take the whole thing.
Or he'll just
Either
take
way.
the whole thing.
There we go.
Hi, buddy. You're my buddy. Yeah, Dale. Yeah. Do they like dogs kind of recognize their name? Do these kind of animals, they recognize when you call them names? Do they?
Certain
they
ones
come?
do. We love lemurs very much so, but
Yes.
they are not the brightest of the monkeys.
Oh,
we
I'm
won't tell him
sorry.
that, but I don't think he
We
really
won't
minds
tell
right
you
now.
that,
He's got a
buddy.
mouthful of banana.
Yes.
But they recognize faces. They recognize tone. When Marcia comes, he knows that's his go-to. So he does recognize
guess your
that.
mama,
but-
huh?
and he
Aren't you
recognizes a banana
sweet?
when he sees one.
And now you said they're from South Africa? Or
These
was it-
guys are Madagascar,
Madagascar.
only. All lemurs in the world. That's the only place you'll
Only
find them.
place.
Yep, on
I
that
know.
on that island there. And these are one of the animals that are suffering these days from deforestation and habitat destruction. Spend a lot of time in trees.
Yeah.
They actually
These
they
webbed
rely
feet
on
kinda-
one specific tree for most of their diet.
Yeah.
So
Banana trees?
yeah, banana trees.
Yeah. They've got these webbed little claws, so that makes them good climbers then.
Yep,
huh?
great climbers. They're amazing, leapers. jumping.
Are they nocturnal though? Or they're all day and night, right?
You know, these
'Cause
guys.
they got those eyes that make you think maybe they can see in the dark.
They can, yeah, and you know they forage a lot in the morning time and evening. They'll take afternoon naps, like we all wish we could.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
time.
they can see better at night than we can. Most animals can.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there.
He might groom
Yeah.
you a little bit.
He's gonna
check for
chew the
bugs.
wax out of my hair.
Maybe bacon.
Probably. Oh yeah, we have bacon
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah, more banana? It's okay, buddy.
But yeah, their hands are incredible. If he touched you, you feel it's almost like leather, but rubbery. And
Right, but rubbery, yeah.
No claws. They have
Very
fingernails
cute.
that are kind of like ours.
Yeah,
but-
and he knows the difference not to bite my fingers and stuff. I mean, you know,
for right
he's
now.
really for now.
Yeah, until that banana gets down a little closer. No, he's,
Yeah, really. Let's keep peeling that
Yeah.
banana. Yes. All right. Oh,
Well,
Dale.
man, I think he's
Don't
just
worry.
gonna-
You wanna play up here? You wanna drink a coffee?
Program your tablet.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna watch Madagascar.
Set my
now.
notes. Yeah, he did. He resized it. Here we. Oh, that's so cute. Isn't that a beautiful? I just love you. People. I don't know if I'm getting criticized, but some people make snide remarks about. You have this Christian program. You got animals coming on, but this is why God created these beautiful things. Not only for I use them as illustrations and things. I mean, you can just see God's beauty in this, but also just to admire how God didn't just make one thing and say, you got to deal with one. There's a variety of animals, and the next animal you're going to really see variety. And but this guy loves the trees and being around, and the next guy we're about to see loves to hide out in the sand.
Exact opposite.
So
Yep.
yes. Anything else you want to tell me about the ring-tailed lemurs? How many do you guys have out there?
Oh, we have we have 5 adults. We
Wow.
have Dale. We have a few others, and one that was just born. So
Oh.
we got a whole plethora of these little guys
Oh,
running around there. So
Aren't they beautiful? I just love them. I love them. We got to give the Lord a hand for a lemur.
I think
I
so.
like that. All right. Mama's going to take you. You can have the banana too if you want. There we go. All right, because the next thing coming out, it's, I was a little nervous. Now, we had Orange Julius on.
we did. Yeah.
The Burmese python, is that correct?
Yep.
And as she was around my neck, I still have the pictures. You could see my eyes popping out as she's squeezing. But I didn't feel like she wanted to eat me or anything. It's just like
No, yeah, that was
they're
just her
natural-
holding on, being
Yeah.
secure. But this next one
Holding on.
actually won't even fit around. He might, he would fit around your wrist and arm, but that's about as big as he's gonna get. So
he's safe around my wrist or arm, or should I?
he's pretty safe. We'll bring him out here.
Okay.
And
Does he have a name?
His name's Kenny.
Kenny.
Yep.
You got to know when to hold 'em.
There we go.
Kenny. Okay. You don't know how
So-
nervous I am, but
So this is Kenny.
It kind of looks like a skink, right?
Yeah, he's got that blunt face and head.
Yeah.
Now, there's a purpose for that because
Okay.
this is a Kenyan Sand Boa. So his head is spade shaped, if you can see it, how it's angled like that.
Totally.
You ever seen trimmers? These guys
Yes.
can bury themselves underground
This
just
is
about
like
as
a
quick
tremor.
as that.
Yeah.
So if you
Oh, Jesus, help
and
me.
he's
Jesus,
really
Jesus.
good. I mean, he'll
Okay.
just sit there. These guys are a very docile snake.
Yes.
One of the smallest boas in the world. Males only get to about 15 inches, so he's almost there. So he
This will
won't
be
get-
as- not
that's as
much
big as
bigger
they'll
than
get.
that.
Yeah, the females are twice the size, but
Wow.
they kind of run the roost. We
Well,
know
what
how
now?
that
What
is,
do
though.
they eat then? They can't eat the larger animals like the
No,
other.
they do prey on small rodents, lizards, and also some pesky bugs. They're
Oh,
actually
that's
pretty good for pest control.
We know why you were created then. Take care of those pesky bugs.
But they hide under the sand to do so, and their
Yes.
nostrils and eyes are on the top of their head there,
Oh, look at
and that's
that.
to keep him so that he can see and breathe with the rest of his body hidden underneath there. Remarkable
Really?
feat here. These guys can go a year without eating
Whoa.
and still
Whoa.
survive.
Well, we're not in the same family
No,
group right
yeah.
there. I
No.
can tell you that much right now. Thank you. But now, what did you say about them breathing? Because I was wondering if they're under the sand,
Yeah.
how are they
keep
breathing?
their eyes and nostrils just barely breaking the surface so that they can take in oxygen that way.
Yeah.
And they can still breathe somewhat underground. They'll actually take a lot of their prey under the sand,
Wow.
which I'm thankful they're not bigger because that would be
Yeah.
terrifying.
Let's show the sand if we can bring
Yeah.
it to the box.
We'll grab that
and put
and
it
we'll
on
show
the
'em how-
table. Show how Kenny
That's how Kenny
knows
goes
when to
underneath
hold
the
'em, when
ground
to
there.
fold 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Dale, thank you. You did good. You did no poo-poos today.
All
Appreciate
right.
that.
So we'll see if
See how? So this is the
know if you
sandbox.
guys
You can
can
get as
see
close
in
as you
here.
can on that.
yeah, and we'll watch him if he. There he goes. Well,
He
he's
goes
gonna-
right there. Wow.
and he'll put the rest of his body under there, and be gone before you know it.
Are these the kind of guys then you'd find in the desert of Africa? You said
East
Kenya,
Africa, yes.
Yeah.
And they also are in Egypt as well. So, I doubt you would find them in the wild, but they're there.
They're
Yeah.
there. And they just spend most of their existence in the sand. Well,
Yeah, most of their
is
life.
there bugs stuff in the sand? How do they eat?
They wait for it to approach at the surface and lunge out, grab it, pull it under, and
Wow.
do the rest from
Oh,
there.
he's just gone. There's just a lump of sand there. Do you see
Yeah.
that? Just a lump of sand. That is amazing. That is beautiful.
They're a pretty cool snake.
Now, I really want, because I've announced it, I even have a stuffed sloth here somewhere, but, since the very first sloth, I know, he must be in my office somewhere. I had
personal
I was
collection.
crying, and I
Yeah.
had to hold my sloth. But but I love it. You got to bring, because now you have another. Did the one that you had on the show have a baby? Is that how that
the
happened?
one that we had on the show, this is his younger brother.
Oh, younger brother.
Yep.
Okay.
It goes by the name of Flash.
Flash?
Yep.
That's too funny because they're so slow.
Yeah, and he'll be big enough here shortly. Right now he's just hanging on mom,
Okay.
nursing and.
Well, is the
getting a
big
little-
one too big to bring? And
He's still really. I guess you
just
would say
fell in love with
affectionate.
him.
Yeah, we
Yes,
still hold him all the
I
time,
miss
but
him.
he's getting quite a bit bigger. I mean, you'd be surprised. If they do one thing quickly, it's grow. So
You guys have been faithful and been on here every month faithfully. Some of our own other guests aren't as faithful as you guys. No, but just kidding. Love everybody. But but thank you. We've been 6 months now on the air on national television, and I pray that we've been a blessing to you because you sure blessed us
Absolutely.
with these animals. I just want to say, tell Jungle Josh and little Bree.
Aubrey.
Yes. What does she go by? What did she say? She Buckaroo Bryce? Not ballerina. No, it was.
I don't know what she
She gave
changed it.
herself,
Yeah.
3 different names, so
Yeah.
it changes. Tell them thanks to and everybody for
Will
doing
do.
that. And we want to, I say this the past couple of times, but I really mean it because it'll be cooler. Things will be a little more tame as far as all the tourists. You guys just had an overwhelming good. Was this one of your best years, you think?
Oh, yeah. Best by far, yeah.
Praise God. Isn't that great? We can support Christian folks who are just showing God's creation and making kids and all families happy and giving them something great here in Branson. So when you're in Branson, you have to go to the Promised Land Zoo. But what we want to do is we're going to do a show. We're going to bring ladies. You're going to have to get your sunglasses and your little hats, and we're going to go outside and we're going to go because it'll be a little cooler next month. And
We hope so.
it might be, yeah. Well, there's global warming people. But anyway, why did I say that? Can we edit that out? But we were going to go to the zoo in the pavilion there and hopefully do a show right there and see all kinds of animals at one time.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. We'll be
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Well, thank you, and thank you so much. And everybody, please support the Promised Land Zoo. Let me just share a scripture real quick before we go to a message here. But I was thinking about just seeing God's sign and God's God in everything around us. You need to look for the God signs that are there for you. The signs that God is a God of not just in the trees, but He's under the sand. No matter how low you can be, He is there for you. No matter how high you go, He is there with you. And Elijah was told to go find a word from the Lord on the mountaintops. And the wind tore into the mountains and broke rocks into pieces. But the Lord was not in that wind. And after the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in that earthquake. That was just a natural thing, but it's still there. And after the earthquake, there was a fire, but the Lord was not in that fire. But after the fire, there was a still small voice. And I think if we listen really close, we can hear God speak to us through nature, I'm an environmentalist. You know what? I'm telling you, God's people were given dominion and to be stewards over this earth. We should take care of it. We find out that animals are extinct. We should do something to help it. We find there's trees or there's foliage that is disappearing. We need to do whatever we can. Pollution, cut it down. I am an environmentalist as well, because I believe God's people should be. And we can hear God through these things, through the trees that lift their branches, that we're to lift our hands and to bless God, to the very water that flows, that we let the Spirit of God flow through us every day. Listen real close and you'll hear God. I'm going to give part 2 to this message on my soapbox right after this message from Dr. Gordon Pedersen.
Hello, my name is Dr. Gordon Pedersen. My mission is to help lift people physically, spiritually, and mentally. I believe the body will heal itself if you give it the proper tools.
Dr. Pedersen is board certified in anti-aging and regenerative medicine. He has 4 medical doctorate degrees in areas of clinical, research, naturopathic, and wound care. He has worked under Jonas Salk, the American medical researcher noted for the discovery of the polio vaccine. Dr. Pedersen is the medical director of the Silver Health Institute.
I want you to recognize the history of silver. It's part of our mission statement to recognize that 1,000 years ago, silver was nothing more than a coin thrown into a barrel to inhibit bacterial growth. 100 years ago, the new ionic forms and colloids were starting to show up, and they got a lot of really good benefits medically speaking. Then in the last 10 years, there has been new aquasul technology, and even patents have been developed throughout this time period. But now, at the Silver Health Institute, we're identifying new and improved forms of silver. Not just aquasuls, not just colloids or ionics, but actual structured silver with benefits like alkalinity so that your body can use it every single day. As you can see, I'm proud to help research and deliver the new and improved message of the new and improved silver. In fact, these silvers are being studied at the pharmaceutical levels. A pharmaceutical company called Nelson Labs has tested them and found that the new and improved structural alkaline silver outperforms all the rest. This is significant because it's a silver designed for your body to be used every single day.
And we're back. Thank you, Dr. Pedersen. But you know, I'm so glad that the zoo comes here once a month. I'm so glad that God has made such a plethora of beautiful things for us, from the trees and flowers and the hills and the mountains to all of the different animals from all over the world. I just love them. And the verse I talked about with Elijah, he saw all these great things, mountains shaking and earthquakes and fire, but then he really understood God by listening to that still small voice. Would you listen to that voice today and accept Jesus? On this day in history, we had victory over Japan, but it didn't come without a lot of unnecessary bloodshed. They dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, and they waited 3 more days, and still it didn't decide whether, because of pride, that the emperor says, we're still not going to give up, and we had to drop another bomb on Nagasaki a few days later. And it wasn't until 5 days after that that he finally surrendered, and they signed the treaty on September 2nd on the USS Missouri. Do not wait for a bomb to drop. Don't wait for something horrible to happen. Would you surrender to God today? You will have true victory in your life when you know Jesus. Say, Jesus, I just surrender everything. I may not understand everything about the Bible or everything about God, but that's because I'm not God. I'm just a person created in your image. I accept you as Lord. Receive him today, because Jesus is the answer for your world. We'll see you next week on The Kevin Shorey Show. Promotional consideration provided by Meyer Hotels.
The preceding program was brought to you by Kevin Shorey Ministries and our family of friends.